Hello everybody, I made a video on this Pfister 3-valve faucet in the bathroom in the past and how I repaired temporarily the diverter valve. Well, here is the kit that actually goes in this type of faucet. It's a part number 44739 from Ace Hardware. Don't know that I'll necessarily need all the components to do what I'm going to do, but let's take it back apart and see how bad I messed up. Of course, always the comments that I did it wrong. Always have a handful of those, no matter what it is. That's just the way it goes. And just as in the other video, we'll start out by taking that screw out and taking the handle off. It just wiggles right off. Looks to be so far so good. Let's bend the flange off. And then take the little water shield off. It's still in good shape. Looks like everything I did before is looking pretty good so far. Go ahead and take this stem out. And there's what it looks like X amount of time later. I'll have to go back and see when I did this originally, but it's all still intact. I didn't do anything wrong. And then my little gasket here is intact, so I'll probably go ahead and replace it because it's been out a couple times now. And then as before, this just spins off. And there's my grease I used last time, still there. And there's the temporary part. Go ahead and pull that off. And I'll clean that up with a Scotch-Brite pad. And that should work. Go ahead and clean that up. Looks pretty good. So the main thing I'm after is this guy right here. And that'll go like that. And then put some of this moly coat on there, which is silicone grease. I'm not going to worry about the packing on this diverter valve because it's not under constant pressure. But that's the original part that failed earlier when I did this repair. Go ahead and replace this washer. That got pretty hard. Make sure there's no burrs. That's smooth there. And I'll go ahead and get the new washer out. It's a 3/8 L. I'll go ahead and use the new screw. Like the Phillips a little better. It's snugged in there. It's operating nice and smoothly. Let's go ahead and replace this washer, which is stuck on there pretty good. I'll very carefully pry on it with my knife. There it goes. Just needed a little persuasion. Make sure that's smooth. And I'll put the replacement on. Great fit. Now let's reinstall. And then I'll just reach in there and make sure there are no burrs on that. There shouldn't be. And it's just a matter of sticking that in there and threading it in. And it's threaded. And it's snugged up. Put the water shield back on. Flange. Put a little bit of that silicone grease on there. Just for ease of removal in the future. I have a bit more range now with the correct parts in there. And then lastly, the screw that holds the handle on. And then the decorative cover. And that is done. Well, now that repairs are made, let's give it a quick test. That side's working fine. And now all the water's coming out of the shower head and none out there. Maybe one drip once in a while, but that's acceptable. So very good. And I always have the habit of draining that standpipe that goes from the faucet up to the shower head. It looks like everything's settling down nicely. Good deal. So check that one off the list. Once again, this has been replacing the faucet repair kit in a older Pfister tub faucet. part number 44739 from Ace Hardware. Thank you for watching.